Okay, guys, I see on on the group there in Facebook that some of you guys are doing the hinge upgrade on the ailerons, and I've got a lot of pictures where I did one. So what I'm going to do is I've already put all the pictures on my editor, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them and I'm going to explain exactly what I did, and then that way if you all watch it, you can actually understand exactly what's involved in doing it. It's fairly easy. It's not that difficult. So let me get on. I got the first picture here. So let me get on, and I will show you guys how to do this. It's not that difficult. So let's get going here. Okay, so the first part that I did is got a piece of square tubing from, I think, Home Depot or Lowe's, and it's I can't remember the size. It's either 1/2 inch or 1 by 1 or 3/4 by 3/4. I can't read the size on this picture. So you just, I mean, it's basically the width of the hinge right there. So if you get that square bar, it's exactly what you need if you're going to use a router. If you're not going to use a router, then you can mark it and cut it. But I like to use a router because it doesn't give me the jagged cut marks that you get if you use the cutters on it, the shears. Unless you've got like a long shear and you can just shear it off. But I believe that's 3/4 by 3/4. And so you can see it's almost the size of the hinge. So if you measure your hinge and just a little bit less, that's going to be the size of it. And it's a standard size. So what you do is you put your hinge down, upside down, and you put that on it. And then that's going to be where you would run your router across. And that gives you the exact height that you're going to need. It just happens to work out that that's the right height. So you go to I'm going to come up to the next picture here. So what you do is you clamp that to the top side of or the bottom side of the skin, and you can leave a couple rivets in your skin there where it rivets to the back side of the aileron, I guess, to keep it from going in and out. But you're going to clamp that, and then you're going to use your router and run it across that piece of 3/4 inch square tubing. And there's right there, you can see where it was routered. And you just go in there and you just cut that. You just have to kind of move your clamps down as you go. And then that's going to be a great straight line all the way across. And that's exactly what you want. And then that finishes up your aileron as far as you're cutting it. You're done with that. Now it's time to start drilling. So, and here I've got a picture that's coming up. It's got the router on there. That's going in, and it just shows you that's how you router it. Then what you want to use is you want to use a laminate bit with a bearing on it, and you don't have to lubricate it or nothing. Just you can cut it. Now it makes a lot of shaving, so be prepared for that because it's going to be kind of messy when you do it. But that's basically all you do to your aileron. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that clamp off take your clamps off. That gets rid of your square. You're done with that for this aileron. And then what you're going to do, I got a couple pictures here that's got the aileron clamped. And I'm going to go through here in real time, so if you're watching it, you'll be able to follow along exactly in the right time. So we're getting ready to have another picture here. It's just showing the clamps and the square tubing. So, and you don't need to leave the hinge part underneath it once you clamp it. So you're just gonna run the router down, move your clamp, move your router down, move your clamp, and just take one off at a time and just run down the aileron, and then you got a real smooth edge. Sand it off, and you're done. Let's see what the next picture is here. Maybe another one. No, that's the finished. That's the finished cut, and straight as an arrow, and it looks really good. So you won't be able to tell the difference between that and factory if it were cut with a shear, and so makes a really nice finish for your ailerons without any jagged lines for the cuts. And you can get a router for $30, so I'd say it's well worth doing. This next one is the back side of it. You can see how smooth and straight and nice it is. And what you want to do is when you're using your router, make sure you take a few rivets off. Actually, I was wrong. You don't want to rivet that on at all. So you put some clicos in it. You put your square bar and your hinge under it. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take all them clicos out, because you don't want your router hitting the rivets as you go along the edge of the aileron. You want that to be smooth. The next picture, this is another one of that. So you got your hinge, put it behind it, set your square, clamp it down, pull your hinge out, make sure all your clicos are out of the top, and you're wide enough that your router is going to go across the top edge without hitting any bumps, and just router it. So that'll take care of that. Let me go move here a little bit. I'm following along with the video here. So now you've got your L angle, and that goes against the backside of the lower part of the aileron, and it goes, I guess that would be the spar part of it. I don't know. It's all bent in one piece, so I don't know if they call it the rear spar part of the aileron, but it goes to there. So you want to put your hinge in, you want to put your square or your angle up there, and then you want to clamp your hinge and your square or your angle. You want to clamp them together, and then you're going to drill your hinge onto that part, and then when you're done with that, you're going to drill that angle into the backside of the I guess the rear spar part of the aileron. And in here in 1 second you'll see that. I believe I put the hinge in next. I tried to get these pictures in order because they weren't really in order. So yeah, so there's you got to put your hinge in. You got to put that, and then that goes that piece of angle will be even with the skin that you cut. That'll make that even. So what you're going to do is you're going to put that in and just push it down and then clamp it. You don't want to rivet the lower part of that to the rear spar part of the aileron first. You want to do your hinge part first, so you don't pull that down. So you do it just like that, and then you're going to clamp it where I'm holding it right there. Let me see what the next one is. Yeah, I believe the next one I'm clamping it down. So this is where you're going to drill through your hinge and your angle at the same time, and you're also going to mark where your holes are going to be. And the way I mark is with the angle. So I'm going to go to the next picture here, and it shows the markings on it. So there's the markings right there. So you mark your straight line all the way across, and then you go from each hinge with a square, and you come up. And then on the ones that go down the side, I put them at an angle. I run the same angle as what's on the aileron. And so let me see here. I'm going to answer a message here. So there's basically your markings. I put 3 on the end, like you're supposed to. Once you're done with that, you're then going to drill. You're going to drill that out. You're pretty much done. I mean, once you drill that out, then it's putting the hinge on the wing side, and you've got to put a doubler. I don't remember if you put the doubler on the wing. I don't think so. No, you don't. So you're just, because you already put your doubler on there from your upgrade. So there it is, all clecoed up. All clamped up, ready to go. and then you're just basically going to drill all your holes in your hinge and in your angle piece and in the top skin all at the same time. Then your next picture here, let's see what it is. Each one of these pictures are like 10 seconds or 30 seconds, I don't know. So anyway, there it is, still all clamped up on the front side, and you're going to drill all those, you're going to drill every bit of that, and then move your clamps over as you need it, as you need to. Okay, so let's go to the next one here. It's going to go follow along. The next one, I don't know what it is yet because it hasn't come up, but anyway, I've done about 5 or 6 of these. They're really easy, and it's just the way I came up with doing them fast. So there you go. There's what it looks like once it's all drilled. The hinge is in place, everything's drilled, and then your next step will be to drill your angle into the rear spar part of the aileron. And once you do that, you can then clean all that up, rivet it together. This was a wrecked airplane that I fixed. Right here is what's got paint on it. Okay, so your next one here is just got the holes in it, same, just a different view. And let's see. Let me answer a message here. And wait till the next picture comes up. Alright, so there you go. You're just going to drill your holes in the bottom, and I drill them even with the holes at the top. So I just basically just trace them down, just eyeball them, and make your line down the center of that angle, and then just come down with where your holes are at on the top. So let's see what the next one is here. Then your next one is you're going to basically put all your stuff in there for your upgrade, which is your angle pieces and your reinforcements at the top. And everybody's sending me messages. It's New Year's Eve. I saw the post and decided I need to go on and do this for you guys. And now I got people that are just making a video, but they're just going to send me a message after message after message. So let me turn down this. Okay, so there, now it's all clicked over back together. I'm going to start getting ready to rivet all that back. You're basically, that's done. It's all been taken apart, cleaned, deburred. And let's see, what's the next one here? The next one is, let's see. Okay, that's just showing under the skin where I've drilled for the hinge, drilled for that. I think that's the next couple of different pictures is just of that. So I don't want to fast forward through it, or you'll lose where I'm at and where these are at. So here comes the next picture. It's only 1:30 in the morning, guys. I'm tired. New Year's Eve, and I'm making videos for you guys so you can work on your aeroplanes. Alright, so there's that. If anybody lives in Louisville, Kentucky, or around Louisville, I'm going to be doing an upgrade here pretty soon. I'm going to get started on it. Been wanting to get started on it, but I've been working 12-hour days at work and it's been really busy. So it's just the other side, showing it right there. It's not that hard, guys. Don't overthink it. But if you look at that skin, it's even with that piece of angle, and that's what that 3/4 inch piece does for you, or 1/2 inch, whatever size it is. Y'all gonna have to figure that one out because I don't remember. I don't have the bar here anymore. But I will be doing this same upgrade pretty soon. I'll be doing the same hinge conversion. I'm gonna be doing it, making actual videos, so we know how to do it. So, all right, give me 1 second. All right, so there's your hinge riveted in, ready to go. All your rivets are in there. I use A5s for the hinge. I think it looks better, and then it's got A5s on the other side for the skin itself. And this part here is done, and then the rest of it's easy. You just cut this hinge off at an angle, cut the other one straight off the other side. You slip it into the wing, and you basically, I mean, it doesn't matter where your flap's going to go because that aileron's got to be all the way at the end of the wing. So I heard somebody say that they would wait until they put the hinges in this or the flaps and this and that on. Doesn't matter because your aileron goes all the way to the edge of your wing. So that angle part of your aileron is going to go to the edge of that wing. So that's where it's going to be, regardless of, regardless like that one. So regardless of where your flap ends up falling, that's going to be right there. And I've had to trim the flap a little bit sometimes to get that to sit right. So you want your aileron in right, then you want to put your wing on the airplane, and then you want to put your flap on. So anyway, there it is, all fitted up with the Clecos test fit, ready to go. And then I think the next one, I'm bringing it back over, cleaning it up, getting ready to rivet it all together. And that's basically it, guys. That's all you got to do. It's not that big of a deal. You can get it done in one afternoon. So it's not that difficult. But I'm not going to sit here and talk about the rest of these videos. These are just the finishing videos. I think the next one's got Clecos in it, and the next one's where I'm just going to put a Cleco up together or rivet it together. So anyway, guys, that's basically it. That's how you do it, and hope you guys enjoyed it. I will get this uploaded so you guys can watch it. So y'all have a good day and happy building, and hope this helps.